So today we're going to be talking about 3 key reasons that women absolutely love guys that show leadership qualities. And I talk about this because in previous videos, I've mentioned how as a guy, it's going to be really good to learn how to trust yourself to make decisions as it pertains to like going on dates and going out with women, and that they want you to lead, right? Because it displays masculine qualities. But really, what qualities is it that causes women to be attracted to a guy that's displaying leadership? I want to dive more into this so you'll get a full understanding from the women's side of things of what things help them be more attracted to you when you're showing those leadership qualities. My name is HarryWilmington. I give dating advice to guys, and you can go to introvertdatingsuccess.com for my programs, eBooks, audiobooks, and for coaching, as well as my free masterclass, Irresistible Introvert, 3 Keys to Unleashing Your Magnetic Charm on Women. Also, subscribe to this channel and like this video. All right, so let's get into these 3 reasons. The first reason that women love guys that are able to display leadership qualities is because it's the easiest and fastest way for her to build trust with you. As we all know, women, more often than not, on average, want to be with a guy that's going to be the leader of the household and be the person that she can follow, right? And so women are going to test this very early on, as early as that first date, when you say you want to go out with her and she says, great, what should we do on this date? Now, a lot of guys shoot themselves in the foot because in an attempt to try to, give her some say and keep things 50-50, the guy will answer back, well, whatever it is you want to do, or what are you into? And we think we're doing them a service by allowing them to chip in and voice what they possibly want to do on a date. But what we actually are doing is we're not allowing her to get into the exercise of being able to trust us. And women want to trust us because the faster they can trust us, the easier it's going to be for them to believe themselves when they're thinking, I must like this guy and that you're not a bad choice, right? So early on in the dating process, she's looking to give you instances whereby it'll allow her to trust you by letting you make the decision about something. So on that first date ask, when she says, hey, what do you want to do? The worst thing you could say is go back to her, well, what do you want to do? You need to be a guy that's decisive. You need to say, I got some restaurants. We can go to this restaurant. We can go to this place at this time on this day. And then that will allow her to say, okay, I can now start to trust this guy because if he's taking me someplace, I'm going to have to trust that wherever he's taking me is going to be a good place, a fun place to be, a place where if they're serving certain foods that I can eat most of those foods. And she wants to do that. She wants to be able to throw out exercises to you that allow her to build trust because she's going into this hoping that this is going to work out. And so it's an easier, faster way to build trust than if you're trying to say, well, why don't you chime in on the conversation as well? Or what things do you want to do? Let's decide this together. And I get it, guys. We're thinking we need to be equal and that we need to, let a woman have her say about the things we're doing and not just tell her what to do. And honestly, a lot of women don't mind being told what to do. But part of that's because they're assuming that by giving you that authority, that they're going to be able to trust you. And in order to build that trust, she knows she has to let you go through the exercise of making decisions and then experiencing the result of those decisions so that way she can build quicker trust. The second reason that women are attracted to men that display leadership qualities is because of mystery. When she says to you, hey, you plan the date out, you take us wherever, understand that part of that is because she doesn't want to know everything you're planning. She doesn't want to know what the end result of all these decisions are going to be because women are turned on by not knowing all the things. Think about how many times you've heard a woman say, I'm looking for like a dark, mysterious guy, or I like guys that I can't quite figure out. And so you got to take this into the fact that when women are saying they want you to make the decision, it means that they don't want to be all in the know. Because for women, part of the excitement of dating is being able to show up and just see what happens. And when you're trying to let her know every single thing, or you're trying to take her in on every single decision, it now takes away the mystery aspect of dating that is so fun for women. Now, this isn't to say that you can't allow her to have input ever, or you can't tell her at all anytime that you're doing something. But it does mean that because she's trying to build trust and trying to follow your leadership, that it's perfectly fine to not let her in on every single thing you're trying to plan, because they actually want that. They actually want to not know all the things you're trying to do. They want to be able to walk in and be like, oh my, because think about this. Women are going to go after this date or whatever you guys are doing and tell her girlfriends a story about what happened, right? And for women, a great story to be able to tell is, yeah, so my guy, man, he just said to pack a bag for the weekend and show up. And then I did, and he took me to a hotel, he took me to a beach, he took me to a concert, and I had no idea. Like, think about what she's saying to her girlfriends. She's saying to her girlfriends, this guy loved me so much that he just planned something for me, and he was able to read based on how I am what I'd be into. Therefore, we're vibing on the same plane, because he's able to plan things and not have to have me like spell everything out for him. And it's also a fun surprise for me, because I've told him a bunch of stuff and I don't know which one of those things he's going to read that's going to result in me getting some kind of surprise. But it lets me know that he's thinking about me and he's really listening to me. And then the third reason that women find a guy with leadership qualities so attractive is because guys that are in their leadership role are decisive. And what that means for women is that it can allow them to be pushed out of the land of maybe. I've discussed this before, but suffice to say that when it comes to making decisions, a lot of women, and I don't think I'm out speaking about this because I've dated plenty of women that have gone through the same thing, right? Where they have a decision to make about something and they're stuck because both options look kind of good and they don't want to possibly give up one option when the other option might have been better, but both options look so good that they can't really tell. And so oftentimes women get stuck in this land of maybe, where they're trying to make a decision and they don't know which one. And so they're looking for guys to come in and cut all the crap out and make a definitive decision about what is there to be done. And women need that from us. Now, to be fair, hey, some of us guys are stuck in the land of maybe also. I get that. And I think a lot of that comes from anxiousness or not trusting ourselves or not having been put in enough exercises in our lives to where we had to actually test out our decision-making skills. And so but it's important to know that, because even though you might be in a land of maybe, most women that are coming to you, they want you to be decisive because they want a guy that can make decisions on the fly. They want a guy that's going to push them out of their land of maybe. And honestly, when hard times in life arise between the two of you, like say, somebody dies or somebody gets a job promotion and there's being decisions on where to bury somebody, funeral costs, or like where to move or what to do, she's going to be looking for you to have that final say, because she might be, okay, these are the pros, and these are the cons, blah, blah, blah. Like, women are very good at making pros and cons lists. But at the end of the day, most women are going to look at you to make that final decision. And if you're not a guy that's able to do that, that's not going to allow her to be able to trust you. And more importantly, she's going to realize she's with a guy that's going to keep her stuck in the land of maybe, because she's already in the land of maybe. Most women, when they're thinking about things, they're connecting it to a whole bunch of other different things. They're trying to factor in the emotional cost of various things, which is a good skill to have. But sometimes in the process of doing that, it doesn't allow them to really feel comfortable with having a final say on something. When you come along and do that, what's going to happen is there'll be the first couple of times she'll come to you with something. It'll be something like light, like, hey, so I was thinking about going with like this dress or this dress. Which one should I choose? And most guys like, that's a stupid decision. Why do I need to have my say in that? But those are early on tests to see if you're going to be the guy that can help get her out of the land of maybe. Because then fast forward to like, hey, we have kids now, and I'm trying to decide between this school and this school, when the decision is now more important, which one should I do? Well, she's already put you through the ringer of helping you practice getting her out of the land of maybe, to where now she knows she can rely on you as a partner, and she can come to you to ask these questions, knowing full well that even if you do like a little bit of asking a few questions and doing your own pros and cons, that you are ultimately going to be able to come to a decision when she can't. All right. So this is why, guys, it's important that you start practicing your decision making and stop like being so apprehensive when you're going out with women, thinking like, oh my God, I got to involve her in every decision. And if she doesn't know something and I don't know something, we're stuck. Like, you got to get on your game. And part of that is being able to trust yourself more in making decisions, because women are going to hear that, trust that, and want to follow your leadership a lot faster, because those are the things that they need in order to really want to be with you. They need to be able to see that they can build trust with you. They need to recognize you're going to be that fun guy with making decisions that's going to not tell her everything so she gets to still feel that level of mystery. Because I think nice guys get messed up where they think, I got to tell her every single thing or I'm not being honest and yada, yada, yada. And like, again, I stress, women want mystery. So if you're a nice dude, right? The easiest way to create mystery, if you're not trying to lie to her, is just simply to say, hey, babe, I got it. Hey, I'll plan the activity, you just show up. That alone will allow you to be stuck in the mystery department for a woman, all right? And also, yeah, you want to get her out of that land, and maybe women live there and have a hard time making decisions, and they're looking for you to help them get out of that land, and they want to be able to have you get them out of the land and maybe see how that decision comes across so they can, again, build trust and really solidify their feelings for you, all right? So hopefully, guys, this helps you out. If you need more help, you can go to introvertdatingsuccess.com, click on the coaching tab, and set up a one-on-one phone consultation. We also have ebooks, audiobooks, and programs there designed to help you date as your introverted self while still getting your precious alone time. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
You's a bad boy, but you can't stop, won't stop. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class man. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class man. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class man. You a high-class man. You a high-class man.